Hello there, welcome to Reflections on Leadership, Student Voices from Fountain Point Prefects Elections. My name is Mweke Chukwuemeka Kelvin. I am pleased to host this special interview session here at Fountain Point College. Today, we will be hearing from 6 students, 3 prefects elect, and 3 electorates who participated fully in the just concluded prefects elections. The aim of this is to capture both sides of the experience, from students who aspire to lead to electorates who exercise their right to vote. This is an opportunity for us to learn, to reflect, and to celebrate the values of student democracy in our dear school. We'll begin this morning by meeting our first students.
Hello everyone, my name is Adibia speaking from SS1 class of Fountain Point College. And today I'll be talking about my opinions and views on the 2025 and 2026 election that has happened just a few days ago. It was a free and fair election. It was very memorable, to be honest, and my highlight of that day was when the students were allowed to partake in the election. There was liberty and democracy also. I really loved the election. It was really fun and memorable. Thank you.
Welcome to Reflections on Leadership. This exciting edition of Reflections on Leadership aims to hear from students how it felt to be a part of the prefects elections here at Fountain Point College, what stood out for them during the elections, and how these elections has shaped their understanding of leadership. With me here today is one of the prefects elect, and we will be hearing from her experience from the Fountain Point Prefect Elections 2025-2026 academic session. May we meet you, please?
Good day, everyone. My name is Tinoe Josephine, currently in SS2, and I'm the bona fide student of Fountain Point College. I'm the social prefect elect of the 2025-2026 prefect elections. For me, the most important moment was during the official recognition as the social prefect elect. Even though the inauguration is yet to take place, just knowing that I was chosen by my peers to serve in this capacity has been a humbling and powerful experience, and I'm officially looking forward to stepping into this role and bringing positive impact to the school community. Thank you.
Wow. Tinoe Josephine, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. That was truly inspiring. Now, you just mentioned that it is a humbling experience for you and a powerful one when you were officially announced as the social prefect elect. Is this your first position as a social prefect elect? Have you served in any leadership capacity before?
No, this is my first one, and I felt amazing when I was announced as the social prefect.
Now, how does it feel to be a part of the process? Now, listen, from the point of screening to the point of presenting the manifesto, till the final point where you gave a final campaign pitch that the electorate should vote for you. How does it feel from stage 1, stage 2? Because if I remember quite frankly, you were screened. You were screened from the manifesto process, from the background check, and every other thing that was done. You were thoroughly screened before the final day when the prefect election took place. How does it feel during each and every of these processes?
It felt amazing because I saw students stood up for me during the election, that they stood up for me that they should count the votes, even though they know that the vote they counted was not right, that they should be counted. So I felt amazing.
You felt amazing. Now, to conclude, you Josephine, what should the student body of Fountain Point College expect from you? Because if you quite agree with me, sometimes people perceive leadership as a person who gives instruction. But you and I quite know frankly that leadership is about service. It's about the impressions leaders make, not the instructions they give. So what should Fountain Point College students expect from you when you are officially inaugurated to take or to step into the role?
Yes, I believe leadership is not about power, but about service. Fountain Point students should expect fun and memorable days. Their school calendar will be full of exciting activities for the year, and I'm looking forward to bringing different activities to make the school calendar fun.
All right, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Today, Josephine, we are thrilled to have you on Reflections of Leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Reflections on Leadership, Voices of Students from Fountain Points, Prefects, Elections. With me in the studio this morning again is the head boy-elect, Paul Jeffrey, 2025-2026 academic session. Today, we'll be hearing from Paul Jeffrey what stood out for him during the Prefects elections, how the experience has shaped his understanding of leadership, and how it feels like to be a part of the process. Paul Jeffrey, we are pleased to meet you this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Kelvin. My name is Paul Jeffrey, and I'm the head boy elect for the 2025-2026 elections. So, what stood out for me in the election was the whole process entirely. The way the students were coordinated, the way everyone participated, no matter how small it was, there was a beautiful participation, beautiful coordination between the teachers, the students, and the electorates in general. Now, the most memorable moment in that whole elections was when I was finally elected, when I won the election. I felt happy. I felt joy that my peers stood up for me, everyone that I know stood up for me, they supported me in my goals and aspirations.
Sorry to cut you short, Paul Jeffrey. Now, that was really inspiring. But one thing I'd like to hear from you this morning is how that experience has shaped your understanding of leadership. You will agree with me also that we live in a country where most people see leadership as just canvassing for votes, and when they come into power, they do what they feel they should do, not taking into recognition or cognizance the needs of the people in the community. Now, this is a school community, you will agree with me. So what should the student body of Fountain Point College expect from you as the head prefect boy elect for 2025-2026 academic section? Do you mind sharing with us briefly?
Thank you. Initially, to be very true, my view of leadership was power. Like initially when I was younger, due to my experiences in Nigeria during the elections, my view was the post you're giving is power, and power means doing anything you want to. But as I grew up and I saw that power is not just responsibility, and leadership is not just about power, it's about duty, it's about service. Now the elections that just took place confirmed it for me, and now I feel a sense of duty because of how much power I have now. I feel the responsibility of duty to serve my students and my teachers to the best of my abilities. Now my vision during my time is to ignite the passions of every student here in Fountain Point, so that no one will be hiding, and to support the teachers in their disciplinary efforts.
Alright, so Paul Jeffrey, to conclude on this special interview session with you, this Fountain Point College is known for our core values: integrity, commitment, dependability, amongst others. Now, leadership should center more about the impressions people make, not just about the instructions they give. So what impressions are you expecting to leave as a print in the life of the students here at Fountain Point College?
Thank you. The impression I plan to make is to foster joint communication and joint responsibility. I don't want to see that people are like, this is my work, this is your work. I want everyone to come together, because as I've grown up, I see that we are better together than apart, because we can do a whole lot more together.
Thank you very much, Paul Jeffrey. We are better together when we come together, not when we are apart. And it's also important that a house divided against itself cannot stand. Paul Jeffrey, we are pleased to have you in the studio this morning. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. You're welcome. Thank you so very much. Reflections on leadership. With me here in the studio this morning is Akinkuo Marvelous, the head prefect girl elect for the 2025-2026 academic session. Akinkuo Marvelous is a two-time class captain for SS1 and also for SS2. And currently, she is in the third term of the senior secondary school too. Akinkuo Marvelous will be sharing with us this morning how it felt to be a part of the 2025-2026 Prefects elections held here at Fountain Point College. What stood out for her, that is the most memorable moment for her, and how the experience has shaped her understanding of leadership. She has been a leader, she is a leader, and she will share with us her insights on how the elections went. Akinkuo Marvelous, we are pleased to have you this morning.
Thank you, sir. Hello everyone, as stated, my name is Marvelous Akinkuo and I'm currently in SS2. I'm also the head prefect girl elect of 2025-2026 of Fountain Point College. The prefectship election was a free and fair election. It was a memorable day for me, and when I was recognized and announced as the school head prefect girl elect of 2025 and 2026, and while I was announced and recognized as the head prefect of 2025-2026 of Fountain Point College, I was touched. And I also want to promise the school that I will give back my best, and together we can achieve success. Thank you.
Thank you, Akinkuo Marvelous. Now, you are a two-time class prefect or class captain, SS1 and currently SS2. What new concept, what new invention do the student body expect from you, having been in this leadership position for quite some time?
As I say, leadership is not just about the title, it is about serving. And so I'll be dedicated, commitment, and also lead by example.
You also lead by example, Akinkuo Marvelous. Now, this is the very first time when you will be officially recognized before a large number of students for a position such as this. How does that feel?
As first, I felt tense and scared, but later I can do it. I believed in myself, and also with the support of the teachers, students, and the school community, I was able to have hope, and I came through.
All right, and you came through. Now, if I remember very well, and you agree with me, you contested for this position unopposed. There are other offices that have 2 persons, 3 lead students who aspire, 4 students, 5, and others. But for the head prefect girl, it was not opposed. How does it feel from stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 to the final stage, knowing fully well that you are unopposed?
I felt happy because I was the only one standing in for that post, and that's pulled out my courage that I can do it and I can achieve it. With that, when other people were contesting for it, I was like, I am alone, then I can achieve it, I can go for it, and I will succeed in it.
So the confidence you have sustained you on through. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Akinkuo Marvelous. Thank you, and we are thrilled to have you in the studio.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Still on reflections on leadership, with me here this morning in the studio is a distinguished guest, Mr. Jephthah Jonathan. Mr. Jephthah Jonathan served as a foreign observer during the 2025-2026 prefect election held here at Fountain Point College. Mr. Jonathan Jephthah would share with us his perspective on the election, the expectations of the newly elect, and how the expectations would help project the future of the school. We are pleased to have Mr. Jonathan with us this morning in the studio. Can we meet you, sir?
Thank you very much, sir. I really want to appreciate. I want to say to this that the prefectship election is something that it's first of its kind in this organization, and it's like what has been done before in this place, because the student conduct, the manner of just the way everything was being conducted, from the organizer, the time the result is going to be called out, every other thing, everything about it went so perfectly well. Now, what I expect from elected prefects, seeing the way this thing is being organized, so plain and so transparent, everywhere they've given out, beginning from the time of their manifestos, all the promises that they've made, and seeing the way this is being conducted, so transparent, I expect them to live according to what they have promised. But if, as at this level, the students could be as they are, and what I saw them, they comport themselves so well. So if they could study more, read more, I'm telling you that they will take this school to the next level. And so I do what I see in this student life to the world at large. I see potential leaders who will govern this country well tomorrow. And under the leadership of the school administrator, I think that man is somebody who is well, he has the knowledge of this governance. Because with the way he was able to organize the students and everything so well, if the students will learn more from him, and they let them equally learn more from outside, I'm telling you, don't be surprised that if I check them out, you'll find people who will be governors of the states tomorrow. You find people who will be president this country tomorrow. So that is what I see among the children in the nearest future. As far as organization is concerned, the program went well, smooth, free and fair.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Goodluck Jeffner, for joining us this morning and for sharing your thoughts. We are pleased to have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Reflections on leadership. This has been exciting thus far, and I am pleased to welcome a distinguished, amiable, and amazing personality with us this morning, Ms. Adebowale Oluwaseifumi. Ms. Adebowale Oluwaseifumi served as a foreign observer during the just concluded 2025-2026 Prefects election held here at Fountain Point College. Ms. Adebowale Oluwaseifumi would share with us our perspective with regards to the elections, the expectations from the students, and the hope of the school with the just elected prefect of Fountain Point College. We'll be hearing from Ms. Adebowale Oluwaseifumi this morning. Ms. Sheifumi, we are pleased to have you this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, House, and good morning to the organizers of this event. First of all, I want to thank the organizers for the opportunity to be present here. What I can say about the just concluded elections is, first of all, it was free and fair. No fighting, no quarreling, very well organized. You can begin to see the leadership qualities of the students. And all I can say is I'm proud of them. As a foreign observer, seeing them scale heights like this, wonderful. And in the issue of the manifesto, one thing I would like to say is they made it so realistic. They did not make it seem like as if they were just speaking for speaking's sake or just to win the election. Most of what they said or promised were things that was possible to achieve in their respective position. And if you can have leaders in the form of children like that, growing up, I believe our country has a brighter future. Because I believe they will take leadership positions and they will deliver well, properly. For these students, I don't just want them to be normal prefects. I want them to train themselves to be leaders, not only in the school but in the world at large. And wherever they find yourself, I believe they will scale out. These elections, I can say it's free and fair, wonderfully planned, well organized, smooth. To be precise, as a foreign observer, when I saw the students, they looked so happy. The fact that they carried every single student of the school, they did not impose it on anybody. You pick your leaders by yourself. The students came outside. I'm not even talking of the contestants. I am talking of the voters. They came outside dressed neatly. Even when they asked if anybody had an objection, the way the students of Fountain Points carried themselves. No fear. You can definitely see the bond between teachers, students, and the fact that they believe that their voice is heard. So they spoke. Whenever they felt like they had an objection, they spoke it out. And the fact that the organizers of the events paid heed to their words. They recounted freedom of speech. All I can say in all this, it was a wonderful event. Well planned, well conducted, beautiful. And kudos to the school. Kudos to Fountain Point College. This school is going places.
Thank you very much, Ms. Adebowale Shifumi, for sharing what you thought with us this morning. That was truly inspiring.
My pleasure.
We are pleased to have you this morning in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Reflections on leadership. I have an amazing personality with me here this morning, Mrs. Adepoju Mary. Adepoju Mary served as a foreign observer. This morning, Mrs. Adepoju Mary will share with us the impact or the legacy parents should leave behind for their children in ensuring that they become visionary leaders that the country or the world expects to see. She was a foreign observer and she will share with us the impact parents makes in the life of the wonderful children that God has given to them. Mrs. Adepoju, we are pleased to have you this morning.
Thank you, sir. So good morning, everybody. My name is Adepoju Mary, and I'm glad to be here to speak on this topic. Yes, I would say the just concluded exercise went well. It was okay, free and fair. And in the life of students, in the life of leaders, the parents play a very important role. Like we know, these children were given to them by God to take care of. Now there's a saying that goes, charity begins at home. Whatever these children have learned from the house, that is what they come to school with, and then the school enforces it. It is wrong for parents to do their duties in the hands of the school authorities, the teachers, and the management. Because if there is no discipline, nothing has been instilled in the children. When they come to school, society, friends, an environment where they are, can influence them, and this can influence them wrongly. So for me, I believe that the parents play a great role in the children, life of these children, right from birth. Right from birth. The children are always with the parents in the house. I think they don't spend most times with us in school here. So the parents will be able to teach them values, core values that will enable them to be whatever they are. When you look at most children, you see the way they behave. Most of them, you can virtually see that the work of the parents is lacking in them. So I want to encourage our parents to do more. Put in such values. Discipline our children well. If in the future these children don't turn out well, I think they will turn and blame their parents. For me, I believe so. They're going to turn and blame those parents. So this work should not be left for the school alone. The parents should start. Let them do their own work. Teach them integrity, accountability, everything that they use, everything that makes them a whole person. So that wherever they are, they will always, praise their parents. They will appreciate their efforts. So I think with this, we'll have good leaders, dependable leaders. Our school, Fountain Point College, will be better. and Nigeria will be better too.
All right, so Mrs. Adepoju Mary, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. That was truly inspiring. You heard the students give their final campaign pitch. You saw the confidence they exude and the rest of them. What values would you like for the students to imbibe as they look forward to stepping into the roles officially as student leaders?
Okay, for me, I think with the way they started, I like it. You know, I was saying the other day, when I saw them giving their manifestos, in fact, it was as if I was not here anymore. I saw something different in them. There was this confidence that they carried. You know, they had this confidence, the way they spoke, without any fear or intimidation. And for me, I think they are very lucky, because these things were not present in our own time. I was a prefect during my time, but I can't remember all these things. We were just chosen, even what we did, you know, we just passed like that. But look at the opportunities given to them, you know, it's going to make them better. So for me, I feel if they can continue with all these values that have been put in them, they can continue with it, work on it, they'll be more determined if they put their mind to it with what they are doing. And they also put God first in it. For me, I think they will really go far.